Crossover Island was so named because at this point, ships traveling the St. Lawrence Seaway crossed from the American Channel to the Canadian Channel. Crossover Island Lighthouse was constructed in 1848 of inferior materials and had to be rebuilt in 1882. When the lighthouse was built, the island was practically bare rock with a few trees on it. A solid rock wall was constructed along the southeast part of its waterfront. The keeper's dwelling was rebuilt in 1882 with the lighthouse. The boathouse was built in 1869 and rebuilt after a fire destroyed it in 1890. Obed Robinson was the light's first keeper. He was followed by Samuel Whitney in 1851 and E.C. Robeson in 1856. Daniel Hill, a career keeper for the Lighthouse Service, served at the Buffalo Reef, 30 Mile Point, Ogdensburg, Huron, and Crossover Island Lights. He was keeper of Crossover Island from 1909 to 1931. He kept detailed logs. During his career, he rescued more than 400 stranded mariners, the most dramatic occurring when a small biplane crashed just off the island. As the 3 passengers were safely brought ashore, the plane exploded and burned. The keeper's 4 children attended a one-room schoolhouse on the mainland, rowed by their father across the 3/4-mile channel in a St. Lawrence River skiff. The Ash House doubled as a smokehouse where his wife smoked hams, fish, and particularly eels. The Hill family harvested up to 200 eels nightly. The light was discontinued on April 10, 1942. In 2013, Don and Kathleen Berg purchased the property and began substantial renovations.
Well, it wasn't something we were actually looking to do. We just sort of stumbled upon it on the internet and called a realtor, and they said, well, why don't you come up and take a look? And we thought, well, it would be a nice drive and a boat ride, so we came out here and looked, and the place needed a lot of work, but my wife Kathy wasn't too enthused, but I was enthused. It's kind of a neat place, I thought, and so that's how it happened.
It was a jungle. Crossover was an absolute jungle. The weeds were 6 to 9 feet tall. The paint was peeling. There was not a redeeming quality about it, except for the glint in his eye that you just knew that you couldn't say no. We care about nature and history, and this was going into disrepair. And although many people had been out to look at it, Don and I were the only ones who really ventured forth to offer to really do it. So this is kind of saving history. It's part of this river's history, and it's just part of this community.
Now available on DVD or Blu-ray, the WPBS TV production of New York's Seaway Lighthouses, featuring the fascinating histories of over 20 different lighthouses along the shores of New York's Seaway Trail. Order your copy today.
New York Seaway Lighthouses is sponsored by the Department of the Interior National Park Service and by Taste New York at the North Country Welcome Center overlooking the Thousand Islands Bridge.